It's gone!
He's joined the ranks of top high school football coaches in state history, and now he joins our Hall of Fame. We welcome longtime Wayzata coach Roger Lipelt.
Well, that's awesome. It's awesome. You guys have covered us from the beginning, I think, and it's really a thrill.
Owatonna native Lipelt coached Wayzata from 1977 through 1998, after stops at West Concord and Worthington, and a year as an assistant in his hometown.
And of course, I was thrilled when I got the opportunity to come to Wayzata, and you know, I look back on those days. There were so many coaching legends that you were playing against. It seemed like every week it was a John Hansen from Osseo, or it was you know, Bruno Waldner from Bloomington, or Staff Kanakis from Edina, and it was so you just kind of took it game after game and tried to hang in there and compete.
When he arrived in the late 70s, Wayzata football was anything but the giant powerhouse program it's become today.
No, when I came, you know, we were the proverbial cliche. Everybody wanted to play on homecoming so they could celebrate. But Wayzata, in all honesty, it wasn't a fault of anybody who was coaching or any program. It was just a little school playing amongst much bigger schools. And now, of course, it's at the other end. It's out on the top looking down.
That's what Brad Anderson wants his offense to do.
A couple of current Wayzata High School head coaches, football coach Brad Anderson and girls golf and basketball coach Mike Schumacher, played for and coached with Lipelt. To say he impacted their lives would be an understatement.
You know, Roger's been a very important person in my life, first as a coach, also as a teacher. You know, he was a mentor of mine and really helped me learn the love for the game of football. And so to get the chance to play for him and then later coach with him has meant so much to me. Our program is really built on the principles that Roger started here 30-some years ago, and as a result, you know, I think he's just a great role model for any coach.
Roger Lipelt had a tremendous impact on me and, you know, hundreds and hundreds of kids. As a coach, he was a motivator, and playing for him was a thrill. And then he hired me to be part of his staff coming out of college and coaching football for Wayzata. That was a dream come true. And he's just he's a Hall of Fame person. He's just a Hall of Fame person. He's probably one of the most optimistic, positive people I've ever met.
Former longtime Wayzata defensive coordinator Ken Zwack was Lipelt's assistant and friend as they combined to turn Wayzata football into something special.
You'll find that the coaches were loyal to him for all those years. Players kept coming back. He's the kind of guy that at the high school, whether you were the superintendent or the lowest paid worker, he treated them all equally. Everybody loved him, and everybody wanted to be around with him. And so when he talked to the people with that energy, the laughter, the fun, that to me was the #1 reason for his success.
While football was his claim to fame, Roger also led the Trojans boys tennis team to a pair of state titles.
Thanks for bringing that up, because we won 2 state titles, and we were runner-up another year, and I was a tennis coach as long as I was here. And you know, it wasn't my passion. I had great assistants, and I'm not trying to be humble. I had Bob Madsen first, and then Dan Bedrick, who's down at Golden Valley, then was an assistant coach. And they did the technique work.
Set! Hot! The coaching story didn't end with his retirement at Wayzata for Lipelt. A few miles away, a program was born at the new Providence Academy with Roger at the helm.
There were 4 of us that first year, you know, Keith Schaefer and Kenny Zwack and Jim Lewis and myself went over to, all retired, all just enjoyed being together, and we went over and started the football program over there. And you know, now we're pretty decent.
He's still coaching at Providence, now as an assistant to Nate Harrington. Roger's happy to still be able to do it after battling health issues.
I found out a year ago this fall that I had liver and lung cancer. So I started taking chemo, and I lost a lot of weight at that time, and was last fall was pretty tough. that I didn't have much energy and so on. But right now I'm feeling way better, and it's the kind of thing that doesn't go away, but you can control it.
230 wins in all, 147 of them with Wayzata, with 11 conference titles and 3 trips to state for Roger Lipelt with the Trojans. Sounds like a Hall of Famer.